Welcome everyone, Madman bringing another RSL video. So today I want to kind of showcase what I got done during the free gear weekend. Now to me, it was a little bit of a surprise, but I didn't take full advantage of it like I would like to, but I did take pretty good advantage of it. I have two counts though. I want to discuss I won't say repurposing, multi-purposing champions. So we're going to just go in and get right to it. So let's start with Iron Twins. Now, I'll fast forward this for you, but this is my Iron Twins. It does have a small fail rate built in, I think mostly against Spirit Affinity. But where is it? So here it is. It's a double Painkeeper, Cold Heart with Geo, running with Emic there. Real quick to set up, Emic prioritize his Unkillable, and then his shield is second priority. Painkeeper open with the sweep, and then Compact Tactics. Notice she's 250, Emic is 271. The other Painkeeper is 247. Cold Heart is 223. So again, both Painkeepers doing the same thing. Cold Heart just not using the Art of Pain at 223 speed. Geo at 244 or 254, and he's not using his A2 either. So that's the setup there. Now you will see Emic, and I think this Painkeeper in a minute after this. So let's go ahead. We'll just start the run. I'm going to go silent here. Won't take too long, but I will just fast forward it. You can see that it works. And boom, there you go. I'm in at 12, so it didn't take too long. Somewhere in that, best time, obviously 51 seconds. So minute 15 is about where I normally end up. Now, what did I do? Well, I re-geared some because the Painkeepers, I was running a little bit slower, and the Geo, I got this comp. I can't remember if it's Boozer or Bronco, or maybe even someone else might have been Biohack. I'm not sure which one, maybe the three that I kind of got this from, but I did notice that Boozer had slightly faster speeds there. So I'm wondering if that will help curtail the failure every now and then. Luckily, you're limited on keys, so you're not burning through a whole lot of energy with failures because you're just rarely having that many. So anyway, so where are we going to be able to use them again? Well, we're going to move over here to Shogun's Grove 25. And you'll see in here, we're using Emic again and the same Painkeeper. So let's go into the team setup for this. Gnarlhorn, we use his Unkillable priority. Don't use his A2. He's at 173 speed. I had to change him. I was running him in a 183 comp with 5 rares. I wanted to speed it up because that was like about 3-minute farming run. So I had actually dropped his speed from 183 to 173. Emic, I did not have to re-gear. We open again with his Unkillable, and then second priority again with his shield. Cold Heart, this is a different Cold Heart, so 223 speed. I was using two, one at 247, one at 245. Heartseeker prioritized, don't use the A2. But substituting that in, went with Ninja. So Ninja, we got at 180 speed, and we got plenty enough accuracy to land. I'd like to rebuild him, but I have him in Affinity Breaker. I want to get him up to 100% crit rate, so, and maybe a little more crit damage, but not at the sacrifice of any more accuracy. But we prioritize his hail burn, which is his HP burn, and then his boss slash that builds up a little bit, but it's pretty quick, so it doesn't build up too much. And then that 250 Painkeeper, which is only level 50. That 250 Painkeeper we are also reusing in here, and we start with her reset ability, and then the Spectacular Sweep, which heals us up a little bit, is a second priority. Anyway, that's the setup for this comp. I will let it run through. I will go silent, but this won't take very long either. And there you go, minute 17 on this one. So pretty fast one, right around a minute. I can't seem to get it much faster. Maybe if I get Ninja up to a 5-star blessing with that brimstone. One thing to notice, do not have this Painkeeper blessed. It would definitely help. Ninja is at 3-star blessing. Coldheart is a full 6-star. Only one on Emic. You don't actually have to choose a blessing though. And Gnarlhorn's at 3. That helps keep that shade counter down because you don't want it going too high there. But so we're using Painkeeper and Emic that we used in our Iron Twins now here in Phantom Shogun 25 for farming. And this is definitely faster than 3 minutes. Emic I also use in my Nightmare Hydra comp at the same speed, so same build and all this. You can actually use them in some of the hard dungeons, other dungeons as well. You can even use a clan boss, all in the same build and the same speed. So moving on. Well, what are we tying the next champ into and which one? Well, let's move over here to Sanddevil 25. And we got Godseeker with Ninja tied in here. This is a slow, fully booked Godseeker. She does have the 5-star blessing. So we'll just go ahead and we'll let this run. And again, I will go silent until it's all said and done. there you go. 2 minutes, 22 seconds. So you see a minute 45 is my fastest there. But same ninja build from Phantom Shogun there that we're using on stage 25 of Sand Devil. I did work a little bit on double newt for Fire Knight Heart 10. Didn't work out so well, and cost me a lot of coin. So not going to show that, but there's a double newt comp that I want to work on here too for faster runs. I want to say like sub 30 seconds, but that is still in the works, and free regearing is over. I guess you guys probably want to see the build, so let's just go through them. I'm going to go through them real quick here. Affinity Breaker, I want to up the stats here, but again, 180 is the speed and enough accuracy to land the stuff, and low enough stats here that he dies. This is a suicide DPS run with this Godseeker. 179 is the bare minimum speed if you are using a 5-star Blessed Godseeker. 178, it fails. Well, I won't say it fails, but it'll take so damn long, it will most likely fail because he won't do his HP burns before the boss is already awake. If he's awake, you can't land him. All right. I guess he's fully booked. He's got Brimstone, and there are his masteries. You do not want War Master. You do not want Giant Slayer that counts as an extra hit. You don't want Phantom Touch either, and that will mess up the run. Okay, Godseeker, real quick. Just, your speed, more HP, some defense. You haven't even chose all the masteries there. You do not want Cycle of Revenge. So that's Godseeker as far as our masteries go. Fully booked, as you can see. 5-star Miracle Heal. Then her artifacts, Regen and Immortal, with her stats up there. 86 HP, 5k defense, 181 speed. Don't know if that's the bare minimum, but it's like right there if it's not. But 181 speed does work. So that's the Godseeker. I don't know why we have Island here. Emic. Emic is in a, oh, doggone it, I can't think of the name of the set now. Bolster set. He's in a bolster set and a righteous set. But 87 HP, 2500 defense, 271 speed, and enough resistance there to work for Nightmare. I'd like to have it a little higher, but is what it is. He again is fully booked. I haven't chosen a blessing on him. I'm not sure which one I want. Went ahead and give him some War Master and some counterattack there. Not good from Phantom Shogun. It slows it down a little bit if he does counterattack. But in the meantime, I do also use him in Hydra as well as Iron Twins. Then the Cold Heart that we used in Iron Twins here. Just random pieces of gear for the most part there. 71 crit damage, 309 crit damage, 71 crit rate, 223 speed. You can see the rest of the stats there. Of course, she is fully booked with Hero Soul because sometimes she runs in Spider, and we just went mainly get Flawless Execution and some extra damage out of her there. Gnarlhorn. These are his masteries. Again, counterattack's not necessarily that greatest thing for him because it slows down the run a little bit. If he does counterattack, he is fully booked, and we just went up for Phantom Touch. The biggest thing is the higher the blessing, the better for him. And then crit damage is what you want there. 317 is the crit damage that we want. Well, the higher crit damage for him. The Painkeeper, who's just a 50, I'd like to get a blessing on her at some point there. But basically, it's just about really getting to the speeds. The stats we don't care about, just 250 speed because he's going to, Emic's going to have her under unkillable. So, good to go there. Oh, fully booked. Definitely have to, well, not fully booked, but you got to have the A2 and the A3 fully booked. No masteries. And lastly here, Geomancer. Well, not lastly. Geomancer here. doesn't really matter there. Cycle of Magic to hopefully get around to that HP burn again quicker there. He's going to be fully booked. We went with Dark Resolve. Don't ask me why. You can see his gear there is Perception and Speed, 53 HP, 2500 defense, 254 speed, enough accuracy to land his HP burn. That's all you need on him. You don't have to have super high stats for the Geo. Forgot about the other Pagan Keeper there. The one that's run at 247, and that's it. You want to get to the 247. You can see pretty doggone low stats, and she is also level 50. The only reason I sent them so I could just know which one was which. Again, fully booked A2 and A3, no blessing, don't need it for her, and no masteries there. So there you go, dual purposing those champs. Real quick, I guess I could show you. I was trying to work on a Newt comp. It's hard to get him in lethal and enough speed here. 240. I get 12 speed bonus there for Fire Knight, so he runs at 252. I also used this one in Hydra, and I wanted to use them in Sand Devil 25 as well for a speed run. But what I probably need to do is get him up to about 255, which is pretty hard for me to do without raking over my arena nukers. And then there is a second Newt somewhere down in here. A second Newt, same thing, 244, slightly faster, a little more accuracy there. That way one can do damage, one can do the A1 freeze on the Fire Knight. I'm going to have to try and build both of them a little bit faster because Fire Knight is failing, which kind of sucks. But anyway, so there we go. That's what I did with my opportunity to free regear. Go check out my other video where on my free to play, I also used the time for free regear to take on Phantom Shogun, which I had never done yet up until Saturday morning. And boom, I built a comp, same comp that runs stage 25, runs all the stages with swapping out the second DPS for a secondary cleanser while you're climbing the ladder. Fortunately, it is manual. But there you go. Hopefully you did something helpful with your time for free gearing. Luckily, there was no big events going on, so have a nice day.